Chapter 11. Our Solar System. Space has always fascinated man. Scientists use special instruments called telescopes to study heavenly bodies like the stars, moon and planets. Factopedia. Telescopes are huge and are kept in special buildings called observatories. The stars. Stars are fixed heavenly bodies that have their own heat and light. You can see millions of stars twinkling in the night sky. The sun that you see shining brightly during the day is also a star. Like other stars, the sun is a huge glowing ball of fire. You cannot see the other stars during the daytime because the light from the sun is too bright. Unlike the sun, the light coming from stars seems to be very dim because they are so far away. Stars appear to twinkle when we see them because we view them through the thick layers of moving air in the Earth's atmosphere. If you look at the stars in the sky, they seem to form some patterns. Groups of stars that seem to form a pattern are called constellations. Planets. If you look at the night sky, you will observe some heavenly bodies that are not so bright as the stars. They do not twinkle like stars. These are planets. Planets are heavenly bodies that move around the sun in fixed paths called orbits. They do not have their own heat and light. They shine because they reflect the sun's light. Factopedia. The pole star is a bright star in the north. Caution. Never view the sun directly. It can harm your eyes. The solar system. The sun is the only star that is close enough to us to give us heat and light. Our sun has 8 planets of different sizes moving around it. This family of the sun and its 8 planets, along with their satellites, form the solar system. The gravity or pull of the sun keeps the planets in their places. The 8 planets that revolve around the sun are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Remember, an easy way to remember the order of planets from the sun. My very excellent mother just sent us noodles. Factopedia. Earlier Pluto was considered the 9th planet, but according to the International Astronomical Union (EU), Pluto is now considered a dwarf planet. Let us learn more about the 8 planets. Factopedia. All planets other than Venus rotate anti-clockwise. Venus rotates clockwise. Satellites. A satellite is a body that revolves around a planet on a fixed path. Satellites can be natural or artificial. Natural satellite. A natural satellite is a heavenly body that revolves around a planet. The moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth. The moon has no light of its own. It shines because it reflects the light of the sun. There is no air and no water on the moon. Hence, no life exists on the moon. There are deep holes called craters and high mountains on the surface of the moon. The moon's gravity is 1/6 of the Earth's gravity. Artificial satellites. An artificial satellite is a man-made scientific instrument that is sent into space with the help of rockets to orbit a planet. It also revolves around the planet like the moon. The first man-made satellite was Sputnik I. It was launched into space in 1957. Aryabhata was India's first artificial satellite. Artificial satellites are useful for forecasting the weather, studying space, and communication. Let us learn about the planet Earth on which we live. The Earth. The Earth was not always as it is today. Billions of years ago, it was a huge spinning ball of hot gases and dust. As it spun, the outer surface grew cold and hard, while the inner surface remained a soupy mass. Earth is the only planet on which life exists. This is possible due to the presence of air and water on it. Layers of the Earth. The Earth is broadly divided into 3 layers. Crust. It is the outer solid surface of the Earth on which we live. It is covered with mountains, valleys, and plains. Mantle. It is the layer that lies just below the crust. It is made up of thick layers of rocks. Core. It is the innermost layer of the Earth. It is the hottest and consists of metals like iron. When the molten mass from the core erupts out from weak points in the crust, a volcano is formed. Imaginary lines on the Earth. 2 imaginary lines are present on the Earth. Axis. It is an imaginary line that runs through the center of the Earth and joins the North Pole to the South Pole. The axis of the Earth is tilted. Equator. It is an imaginary line that runs around the Earth and divides the Earth into 2 equal halves, called hemispheres, the northern and southern hemisphere. Movements of the Earth. The Earth continuously moves and shows 2 types of movements, rotation and rotation. Like all other planets, the Earth also continuously moves on its own axis. The movement of the Earth on its own axis is called rotation. It takes 24 hours or 1 day for the Earth to complete one rotation. As the Earth rotates, the part that faces the Sun keeps changing. At any point of time, only half of the Earth faces the Sun. The half that faces the Sun has day and the other half away from the Sun has night. Revolution. As the Earth rotates, it also moves around the Sun on its orbit. The movement of the Earth on its orbit around the Sun is called revolution. The Earth takes 365 days or 1 year to complete one revolution. The tilted axis of the Earth and revolution cause seasons. When the Earth revolves, one side of it is tilted towards the Sun. The hemisphere that is tilted towards the Sun has summer, while the hemisphere that is away from the Sun has winter. Both the hemispheres also experience autumn and spring seasons between winter and summer. The equator gets the same amount of sunlight throughout the year. It thus has 12 hours each of day and night. New words. Star. A fixed heavenly body with its own heat and light. Planet. A heavenly body that revolves around the Sun and has no heat and light of its own. Orbit. The fixed path on which planets move. Constellation. A group of stars that forms a recognizable pattern. Equator. An imaginary line that divides the Earth into 2 hemispheres. Axis. An imaginary line that passes through the north and south poles of the Earth. Rotation. The movement of the Earth on its own axis. Revolution. the movement of the Earth around the Sun. Solar system, the Sun, its 8 planets and their moons. A quick recall. Stars are fixed heavenly bodies with their own heat and light. Sun is the closest star to the Earth. Planets move around the Sun in their orbits. They do not have their heat and light. The Sun, the 8 planets and their moons, form the solar system. The Earth is the only planet of the solar system on which life exists. The Earth has 3 layers: the crust, mantle and core. The Earth shows 2 kinds of movement: rotation and revolution. Rotation of the Earth causes day and night. Revolution of the Earth on its tilted axis causes formation of seasons.